Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Shoots it to the left. Just excellent technique by this receiver, working the sideline, the great footwork to stay in bounds. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. The sure hands, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Found the spot in the defense. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. Fights off a defender. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play-action fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grab behind the line. It's Casey. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Scarlet Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the grab. It's Grigsby.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They feed him again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Smith dropping to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the tailback. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Thrust that arm out. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Now the play fake. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third down coming after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. Caught behind the line, it's Casey. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle, perfect.
Turning it on! And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and just...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Makes the grab. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end of 5.
Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the run. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Smith wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He'll do it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Harris. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Flanagan. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
To the air on first down. Spins away from the defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pulls it in. It's Ross. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Ross. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll ride the hot hand. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Using his legs, it's Casey. Still running at the 40. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's pulled. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Breaks in, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Throwing right. That's reeled in. It's Lindsey. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. The Scarlet Knights come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. There he goes. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Flanagan. Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he
Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Reads it, fires complete. Jumped on top of the pile. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Smith dropping to pass. There's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. Great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead.
Oh, he's got some space.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these lately, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner will be brought down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To throw, it's Duggar. Here comes the heat. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nip moves on a terrific return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he...
All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus, and they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Duggar. Wide open downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pryor. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here.